I have your earbud in my ear. Where am I? Where are you? Everybody wants to take a pool. Mm-hmm. Hmm. No. Thank you. How do you know I was streaming? How did you know I was streaming? Mm-hmm. Things. Live on camera. Multitask. Maybe. The seal. Can you hear this? Well, you're in an ear pod in my ear. Uh-oh. Not touchy. Not touchy. Not touchy. Not touchy. COVID. COVID. Ow, my ankle. What in the fuck? I can't see there's a doggy in my face. Just glowing flowers everywhere. Help. Glowing flowers. Too much. Too much glowing. What are y'all fighting? Oh. Give me any more in my screen. Ew, turkey oven on a stick. Ew. Can I not eat that again? That hurt. Ow. No. Mm-hmm. My name's Round Blushki. Druid's friend and a blood trinket. For the next 60 seconds, restore something. That's gotta hurt. Right in the eyeball. Why there's so many fireflies. Hello,
What a
Pridwin.
grim moment this. I had hoped that poor wretch, Mallory, would be the last unfortunate trapped by the farce we created. We believed that only one whose heart burns with a powerful desire to find answers could pass through the gate dividing. The gate never opened for anyone before, but it did not. So he waited, trying to understand. As you... No, we were never... The soil began to drink blood. The garden started to change. At a certain point, living matter... Of course, I should... My name is Pridwin, and I am the last druid in this garden, and its last living creator. I believe the wretch named Mallory deeply hoped that you would be the one to end his life, and he was not mistaken. After all, I know what this place used to be. I assume this is the answer to the meaning we've been... The first resurrection of Arthur shattered our understanding of the eternal cycle. It was beyond our comprehension. We needed to take a step back, and for that we needed a place of peace. The idea of a garden reminded us of the... We really believed that we could reinvent humanity in a world like that. Unthinkable. Even now, after so many years, the king was dragged back to the land of the living whenever humanity sought its legendary protector. It turned out to be abuse. To take the memory of a life so precious and full of potential and turn it into a cruel mockery, step by step, over and over, leading it to its inevitable degradation. Not in the way I expected, but yes, I have found the answers. The source of our doom is humanity itself. It's an infinite jest and the perfect tragedy of our lives. That which makes us human is a hindrance that complicates everything. Only then does everything begin to appear as it truly is. This place is like a terrifying mirror. What has already happened? There is only one thing. There is a sealed gate, whether to face this terror or if you consider that to be your part. Forgive me, but I may not fully grasp your question. If you do nothing, then nothing will change. But in time, it will. For in this world, abomination, the child of our vain pursuit.
What if I kill this man? Well, apparently you can't die. Shot an arrow between his head, and nothing happened. Magnificent. No, I don't want to take your Superman laser eyes to the face. Come, my doggies. It is time to go make a cake.
the sea.
Bag of mushrooms. Mushrooms. Time to go cry in a corner. I'm gonna fight this thingy again. Yippee. I really don't want to do this. I don't want to fight this thing. This is gonna be gruesome. You know, it's fucking amazing. You know, I'm trying to play a game and my TV switches over to YouTube. It's really amazing. I love when my TV decides to randomly switch over to YouTube. Like, for whatever darn reason. Oh, next to you. Ooh, hurt. Oh. Well, Dougie for the win. Dougie did all the damage. We got a chest over here. That leads out. I need to go talk to Prickman again.
You have returned. You reek of blood. You reek of purification. You've killed our child and set the fate of the god. So, peace will come soon. Now at last. Let the flower bloom in all its beauty and die as it was always. Thank you.
Well, that's one way to just keel over. Oh, look at that. A weapon I can't use. Woo! Gimme! Ow. Give me that.
Lucky.
I've been trapped here for 400 years. Yeah, that was me. Why? Yeah, that was me. Why? Well, Blood Cave's done. Move on with my life. Puppy! Slowly completing everything in this area. Wahoo! Oh boy, it's nighttime. Chat disconnected. Chat reconnected. Why was I disconnected? Mm-hmm. So much food in my inventory. Goodness gracious. Maybe it's time to level up my strength. Maybe not. I'm sitting on a tree stump. Yippee. I have lost my marbles. I can't see where I'm going. Yippee. There's a dog being like sick.
Oh, great. Right, so, would you put... Right, of course, silly me. But your irises are so tiny, and... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure it's very funny. It's so much less, well, practical than what I'm used to. Anyway, where were... I'd just be grateful if you didn't try to sell me any weapons. Or nails. It's not that I have anything against things made of iron. I simply... Done already?
I need Excalibur before I can go in there. That'll be a bit. Boogity boogity boo. Hello, piggy.
Oh, please. Thank you. I knew I could count on you. Thank you. Oh, greatest of heroes. I don't know. Isn't it wonderful? I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Maybe I'll go to Timberwall and become a mercenary. Or Farshire to serve. Or... I know! I'll go back to Camelot and kill that Scarlet son of a bitch. Wish me luck, my friend. Oh, and I won't be needing this anymore. Take it, friend. And
What did he give me? That? I don't know what the hell with that. You can't do this quest yet, because that needs things. What is this? Shadow of Horns. Kill Galahad. Let's go kill Galahad. I kill the animals, don't care that I murder them. There's the door. Oh, meteor.
Stop right there. Who are you? And what do you want here? Very funny. You're lucky I have to answer. We're the personal guard of Sir Galahad the Pure, a knight of the Round Table. But you won't be meeting him until you tell us why you're here. You could also leave in peace. That's what I'd recommend. It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the... Go. The door is open. Try not to...
You know, I killed everybody here once. I'm curious. Do I have to kill this man? Do I have to?
I can hear you! Who goes there? It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the Round Table? Not the smartest move. Normally, I'd throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And that pin has me curious. Where'd you get it? You mean you found Caradoc's tomb and robbed it? Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? When did you last see him? I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So what do you want then? Denunciation, like loyalty, can be valuable. The key is knowing who deserves loyalty and who needs to be reported. I appreciate you telling me, but unfortunately, you haven't told me anything I didn't already suspect. Well, that's fortunate, because between the two of us, I'd be the one walking away. Instead, I've got an offer you can't refuse. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Interesting, no doubt, but I don't have time for that. See you at the temple.
So I failed the quest. And then repurposed the quest. I killed Galahad my last quest time. But I also killed the Dalrita as well. Oh well. What's done is done. All the progress I did though. Well, they're dead anyways, apparently. Here's my quick save. Here's another quick save. We're gonna save that for another time. Because I did so much progress with the Del Ride that I don't really want to do that. Let's go murder the captain again. He's not gonna murder me, but you know, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows? It's not a matter.
I can. It's wavy. Normally, where'd you get? You might be. All right. Marvelous.
I'm dead. I don't do enough damage. That's amazing. I can win as a third person for some ass reason. If only I didn't have a medium bow. I like bow, but it doesn't do the damage I need. Icky. Well, time to do it again. Yummy.
I can. It's wait no. You. I see. All right. Marvelous.
I love being like fucking removed. Oh, what the fuck? Wow, this guy just ate a fucking potion. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill this guy. This is hurting my ears. I'm sorry, I can't. This is hurting my ears so badly. Ow. Well, I'm not killing this guy, so it's unfortunate. Sorry, I was just hurting my ear. That's how it's designed. I need my other bow. I can't fight him like this. Stash. It's so fucking hot in my too. Need 12 perception for that. Yeah. Hey, you, I messaged you. I don't have any money, so that's gonna do me a lot of good. Oh boy, that's gonna do me a whole bunch of good. I ain't no money. I'm poor.
Safe travel.
Unbelievable. The book clearly described a figure like a min. Elvis never described him as a living, intelligent creature. More like a, well, and there was so much we could have learned from him. Well, that doesn't change the fact that I was terribly wrong. Oh, what a silly old goose. Here, take these. Could you do something for me? It concerns my necklace. It was a gift from Lady Kincaid. So unfortunately, the chain broke a while ago, so would you be so kind, child, and find out if my... Thank you.
Oi, friend. What is it? Thank you. Ah, that thing. Listen, my hands, they aren't made for delicate work. Elaine asked me very nicely, so I really wanted to... It's a task that requires precision.
If I started tinkering with the necklace, I'd probably just break it even more. For a delicate thing like this, you don't want someone who hammers iron all day. But where you could find someone like that around here, I couldn't tell you if you killed me. There are a couple of new faces in the village, so I guess safe travels. But if she ever needs...
Take care.
now. You've nailed the base. We used to call it the too bad that didn't I already. Damn, you're getting the hang of. I've got a pattern. I've been.
I was right, no, I can't make that.
It's... I know. The gate's standing proud again. And that monument. Well, folks around here might not say much, but they'll notice. A place that looks cared for makes people care more in return. Good work. If I had a medal to give, I'd pin it on you myself. Maybe Fergus will even crack a smile. Or at least, either way, you've done well. No...
Ah. It's funny how they set up in this town, the stronghold area. Right after I killed them. Let's try to kill this man now.
I can hear. It's waving normal. Where'd you get? You might be. All right. Marvelous.
Bro, I couldn't fucking move, dude. That's dope, man. I didn't even have a chance to attack him. I just died because it's fucking dope. That pisses me off. Why do you have a fucking barrier around the edge? Why do you have like this fucking barrier? To keep people from leaving the battlefield. Oh yeah, 'cause it makes total fucking sense. Just have them chase you around. I gotta go through this stupid, pathetic cutscene again. Over and over and over.
It's way normal. Where'd you... You might... All right. Marvel.
Bro, what the fuck? No! 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 Yeah, this fucking circle of a hole. lag? Every time I shoot this man, it's lag. Whoa, brother. Bro, the moment that I switch off the wolf, it just instantly downs like all of them. So fucking rude. Drink another fucking potion after being half fucking health, dude. you serious, dude? Stop drinking potions. I hate this man so much, dude. I don't feel so.
what you are made of. Show me what you are made of. Back to your hovel. disturb my peace. Show me what you are made of.
Much the same. He was a fierce warrior, determined to win at any cost. I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest confidants, not him. Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot and the old ways, and he remains just as fierce.
Show me what you are made of! Such a cheap shot!
Well, that wasn't easy. Okay, okay.
See you around.
Oh, look who's here. How's the destiny of the South graced my humble abode? Glad you asked. By completing my request, you've shown that you care about the fate of our keepers. But I'm not naive enough to think everyone will suddenly get along with the Dalrita just because I say so. We need something stronger. And it just so happens that One Eye found undeniable proof of Camelot's corruption. Once the Keepers see it, they'll change their minds. That man's hard-headed. It's going to be tough to bring him round to our cause. If my proof doesn't convince him, well, Galahad's emblem still has to go back to Camelot. We'll send it with fear gas. He'll either come back, or end up where he's always wanted to be. Proof that Camelot is rotten to the core. I didn't plan to tell you, but my one-eyed friend convinced me. Since you took down Galahad, as a reward for your help... Here, take this seal. In the sunken village, you'll find the entrance to Seawall's crypt. Everyone knows the story of how the evil druid sealed and flooded the place. But the real story is why they see... One Eye broke the old seals and replaced them with his own. If you want to see what Camelot was so desperate to... Behind the statue, you'll find where to use the seal. If that doesn't convince you that Camelot's foundations are more crap-coloured than tinged with ivory, I won't tell you anything more. I'll catch up with you later. I'm sure you'll
La 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 la, where the hell is Seawall's tomb?
I don't feel like feeling. Oh, let's go to the lady first and give her seashells. Wow, I'm missing one. Probably because I like to sell my garbage.
Ah, the seashells. Thank you. You know, this might be the most humble... Truthfully, I was somewhat skeptical of whether you were actually listening to my ramblings. And for that, I am deeply grateful. I've always... Though, upon reflection, I confess I found his conversations equally tiresome. I'm sorry to cut this visit short, but there is something But I'd really love it if you visited again soon. Oh, that sounds delightful. The South is supposed to be famous for its breathtaking landscapes. But so far, Oh, I know. When we came here with Duncan, I noticed a lovely little terrace overlooking the sea. We could go there, make it a proper outing. Maybe a picnic.
Hey, ni petty water girl.
Oh, only 5 wood this time. Okay, let's go to Seawall's turn. They're invulnerable. Lame. What the fuck's going on with my bow? My arrows aren't shooting what I was supposed to be shooting. There they are.
I know this place. I remember it, although my memory is still clouded. I was here with Merlin. We had a disagreement about something important. It was here that the idea of how to end the war with the Four Dwellers first took shape. But what happened next is still unclear. I don't remember. And yet, I know it had something to do with Seawall, a place of his eternal rest. But something is wrong. It doesn't feel like a tomb. Be cautious.
You are not him. You are different. The Dalriata promised me revenge. They understand what happened here. Everyone who comes here has the right to ask. I am Sewell Firstfoot, the one who scouted the land before the traitor Arthur set foot on it. I was loyal. I was devoted. Arthur wanted more. Arthur betrayed me. Yes, it is my legacy. The Jewel of the South, the safe haven of honorable men. I've been here for so long. I was the most loyal of Arthur's men. I was the first to go ashore and take on any danger that might arise in this new and unfamiliar land. Then came the war. I fought by his side, shielded him with my own body. I trusted him. But Arthur wanted more. Arthur longed to possess a power equal to that of our enemies. So Merlin decided our king must first become immortal. Only then could he achieve greatness. But Merlin needed volunteers. Trusted people to go first to make sure that his methods were effective. So we wouldn't risk Arthur's life in trying to grant him immortality. They thought I had died, so they buried me. Arthur's greed and Merlin's obsession made me what I am now. Arthur should have made sure. They thought I was dead, but I heard everything. I know there were others after me. I know that the king didn't hesitate to do anything to achieve his goal. He experimented on all the knights, abusing their oath. He told them it was for the greater good. Their lives, our lives, meant nothing to him. Arthur doomed his people to eternal suffering. Their names forgotten. Their loyalty abused. He sacrificed the lives of the noblest of men. And this is the greatest possible betrayal. We cannot be helped. We cannot be killed. The Dalriata promised to burn down Camelot, avenge the memory of all my brothers. Camelot was built on betrayal. People have the right to live in truth. When Camelot falls, we will finally be free. Build a new world. Let the dead leave this one. Avenge.
Damn, King Arthur. Do your brothers like that? What are these guys then? Lame.
Yep, there's Wolfies chasing me.
And? Ah, they're just fools. Somebody made a stupid mistake in the past. Somebody else decided to cover it up. Somebody came up with traditions and stories to mask what was done. And for hundreds of years, fools were eating it up because the lies were easier to believe. Really, there's no point in invoking tradition any longer. The only thing that matters is safety and loyalty towards the one who can provide it. And honestly, I don't believe the ones running this entire circus will protect anyone but themselves. Well, now we found ourselves in what I'd probably call a clusterfuck. And somehow you unwittingly became the most important person in the region, because your decision will change how the entire... You see, my boys from the Horn to the south are split down the middle. Some will back me, but others won't. You know, the latter, like Feargas, are the traditionalists, and they know me a little bit too well. If I came to them with this revelation, they'd think it was a conspiracy. But if someone from the outside... You see where I'm going? That's what I wanted to hear. Go talk to Feargas. Get him to visit this place. After, I just hope Feargas shows some sense and doesn't let his pride take...
So what's up with the worshipping stinkle dingles? Worshipping zombies.
It was the most painful thing I heard. I didn't know. I had no idea this is what happened to him. There were other things that required my attention. We were losing the war. I was needed everywhere. I should have paid more attention to what Merlin was doing. I shouldn't have let go.
Damn. Poor King Arthur.
Oh, really? And here I thought the horns of the... But go ahead. Have I ever mentioned I'm not a big fan of your sense of humor? Now, tell me what you really want. This isn't funny. I'm no Galahad. Burning people still. Judging by the look on your face, you actually believe you stumbled on... All right, then. I'll go and check it out. See what's got you so worked up. I saw what you wanted me to see. We need to talk. Honestly, I'm not sure what to think. Everything I believed has been seriously challenged. I need some... Why did you show this to me? Because it could be that I'd be better off not knowing. What they did to Seawall is unthinkable and absolutely unforgivable. What will the other keepers say? What will happen to the Horns of the Sun? Everything we believed was a lie. You're right. In the end, it doesn't matter what Camelot was back then. What matters is what we are, and we did everything in our power to keep the South safe, and to keep our lighthouse on through every storm. But this will be the end of the Horns of the South. No young man will join our ranks when hundreds of years of our history are Any ideas? It sounds better than the alternative. That we're a bunch of fools believing in children's fables of knightly honor, valor, and purity. And we'll have to give everyone some hope to cling to after the truth about Seawall comes out. All right. I assume Brandon put you up to this. I'll support this case, if only for the safety and well-being of our boy. I don't have to like it one bit, but I can try to make it easier for the garrison.
Ding 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 dong. Right, didn't this lady tell me she was a Volk? Right, is Olaf? Olaf? Play? Part of the, what you call it? Yes, Lord, my friend, my captain. Someone dropped. It's ridiculous, pretty. Imagine just standing guard when it's always raining. Give me.
If nothing happens soon, I'll start to nothing.
I gotta run all the way over here every single gosh damn time. Ah. Ah. Where's one-eyed?
Ah, you're back. Good. Just as I expected. I do feel for the boy. He really loved Camelot. Probably the last truly loyal keeper. I knew his honor wouldn't let him hide it from the others in the Horns. Now, I'll get One Eye, and together we'll go to the Horns with the good news. Not everyone will be happy about it, but that's for me to deal with. Those who don't support us will be released from their oath, and I'll ensure they're safe until they leave the south. After that, whatever they choose to do is up to them.
Brothers, today marks a new chapter in the history of the Horns of the South. Today, we put an end to fear and poverty. I understand your pain. I know you feel helpless in the face of the looming terror of the weirdness. Camelot has abandoned us, brothers. For years, they've given us no aid. All they do is take... Camelot doesn't see us as equals. They've forgotten Seawall Firstfoot's legacy and the promise King Arthur made to us. We were meant to stand as equals. We were meant to be just as powerful as them. And all this time, do you know what they've done to the founder of the Horns of the South? For over 600 years, Seawall has been alive, forgotten by King Arthur and all of Camelot. You don't have to take my word for it. Seawall's tomb is open. Go and see for yourselves. I say, enough. Enough of being fed a rotten myth that turned out to be one great lie. We swore loyalty to the torturers of one of the noblest knights to ever walk Avalon. I say, enough. We will no longer honor an oath made to dishonorable people. We won't let ourselves be exploited any longer. But, my brothers, I bring news. Galahad the Pure, the same Galahad who threatened to burn half our garrison at the stake, is dead. Galahad's death is our chance to break free from Camelot. Enough lies. No more risking everything for those who only know how to take. You're probably wondering, how can we protect the South on our own? How can we defend ourselves when Camelot comes to reclaim their slaves? Yes, that's what we are to them. I know the lockdown of the fortress surprised you, and for that, I truly apologize, but it was necessary to keep you from attacking our new allies, the Del Rita tribes, led by One Eye.
I know, my brothers, I know. This must be a shock, especially since I didn't share my plans with you earlier. But hear me out. Thanks to this alliance between the Orns of the South and the Dalriada tribes, we are securing the safety of the South and our independence from Camelot.
The tribes will provide us with the military support our depleted ranks desperately need. The tribes will help us rid the South of the bandits who've plagued our people for years. Together, we'll share knowledge and resources to ensure a better future for all Southerners.
We will not drain your resources. In fact, we'll replenish your armories and fill your pantries. We'll stand together, fighting side by side to bring peace and order back to the South. In return, all we ask is your loyalty. If you see a brother from the Dalriada fight in the Camelotian, stand with our brother. That's all.
Of course, if anyone isn't in favor of this alliance, you have the right to leave the service. I declare a new era for the Horns of the South. Those who don't wish to help build this future are released from their oaths. To those who choose to stay, I promise a good life, and you won't face any more threats. Now, brothers, return to your duties and rest easy. The Horns of the South will endure, and soon we'll be stronger than ever before.
Fascinating. Hello, doggy. I wonder if I can take this shit.
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it, the power. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me. Yes, the sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy. A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready to take that out yet. I'd have to respec my skills.
An honest matter. What do you need? Oh, normally that wouldn't be a problem. I'd have appointed you on the spot. But a tragic accident has happened, and without a living Galahad, there's nothing I can do. You could still help around the keep, without becoming a keeper. The only way I can think of is conducting an ancient ritual. You see, there are many different legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy. And one of those places, as you can probably guess, is nearby. Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Only the people who pass the ritual could become... Well, none of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. That's why Galahad now appoints keepers and the captain chooses them. It's just safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and then lie down to sleep at its base. If you wake up, when you wake up again in the morning, you'll know you've been deemed worthy. Unfortunately, the gong is broken, so first you'll need to find a way to fix. Fortunately, Oshbrit should be able to help you. Just tell him I sent you. Well, I'm not going to lie. From what I've heard, many people never woke up. They fell into eternal slumber, so well, that's why we abandoned the tradition. And those who woke up were changed, and none of them ever wanted to say exactly what happened there. Then you'll have to find someone Go.
It's more than a sword. It's a promise. A blade that stands for unity, for strength, and for hope. It wasn't just mine. It belonged to Avalon. Every swing, every battle was fought for the land and its people. But Excalibur is also a burden. It demands more than just skill. It demands purpose. Without that, then it is just steel.
Always a pleasure to see you. Riordan's back, and with the Dalrita, no less. Let's hope he knows what he's doing. Why would you want to fix it? Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust... Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe. Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of... It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me... How did you, Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just give me a moment. Here. That should do it. I have nothing to tell you.
Sly bastard. No one else could have pulled off something like that. You won't hear me complaining, that's for sure. Brandon finally broke the decade. Nothing thrives in stagnation. Personally, I can't wait to see where this goes. Keep your head.
I just got eaten. Just got munched on. Where am I? How did I get here? Wait.
Disturb my peace. You made an oath never to summon me again. Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him.
Welcome, old friend.
I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me.
That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form.
Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how.
Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend.
Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength.
Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur.
Thank you, my friend.
And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
There's like a bajillion one choices. Yippee! There's like 8 different fucking...
Yes,
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
And sadly, we will never wield Excalibur as this playthrough. Maybe next time. With New Game Plus. Which we are very, very not used to. We are very not close to that. Next playthrough I'll do a strength build, and then I can just take Excalibur out.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command. I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants. He was the fire that forged order from chaos. He was the hand that lifted kingdoms, the will that carved a path through darkness.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea. You knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader. And they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
Great. Nice.
Now, I remember. Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor. Justified? No. Justification is for those who have the luxury of doubt. And I had a kingdom to save. They were brave men who volunteered their lives, just as they did every time we rode onto the
Seawolf
battlefield.
said differently, man.
The difference was that if Merlin succeeded, one man's sacrifice could have saved us all, could have ended the war before more blood was spilled. If sacrificing a few meant the survival of all, then there was no choice at all. Maybe they never saw justice. Maybe their real stories were erased from history. Call it cruelty. Call it madness. But if I'd done nothing, there would be no Avalon left to argue over. But the kingdom still stands. The people live. And that has to mean something. I did. But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. And a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to. I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers, the enemy. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them, wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did. He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped, the banners were raised, and the kingdom stood safe. That's the question, isn't it? I keep thinking about Seawall. He was ready to pay the ultimate price for what we were fighting for. And I thought he did. I grieved him. Told myself his sacrifice had meaning, that he had given his life for Avalon. And now, after all these years, finding him like this, I told myself I carried the weight of my choices. But seeing him, I wonder if I ever truly did.
You've got that look again, like you've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time? Merlin. Ah, Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win. I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea, immortality. Me and Seawall, the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster. Seawall was Merlin's first attempt. I was the last. We could say I was lucky, but to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think? Fight back. Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board. You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up their mess. That's what I do. What I've always done. Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar, even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it. The monsters, the weirdness, the chaos. All of it leads back to them. We're left in the ruins of their grand plans, trying to uphold their ideals, fighting for what never was. It's time to bury all these fairy tales in a well-deserved grave. And that's what I do. Of course he'd say that. There's always a scapegoat and a convenient excuse for men like him. But it doesn't absolve him. Not when he was the one who unleashed this madness on all of us. He wanted victory, no matter the cost. And when you want something that badly, you stop looking too closely at what's being done in your name. And, after all, who said we were supposed to win this war? Who said we were supposed to survive? You've seen what they did, what he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this, once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you or step over you. The choice is yours. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you. Start. You've already started. But if you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The menhir there is failing, the weirdness swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield, and then...
Trust isn't a luxury we have right now, and they don't really have a choice. Their enemies are our enemies now. If they turn on us, they'll still have to face Camelot's anger. And they stand a better chance with self-preservation. We'll figure out the rest later. Then I'll do what I've always done. Adapt. Compromise. Then they'll be free to leave the keep but I've seen enough to know this. When the enemy's knocking at the gates, old grudges turn to dust. Survival makes out. Well, dead men tell no tales, But maybe, just maybe, it was also about breaking this damn cycle of mistrust and division. We can't. Camelot's fractured into political. Everyone's at each other's throats. It's as if they didn't realize that the weirdness won't wait until they come to their senses before it bites them on the ass. You actually went through with it, huh? Can't say I understand why anyone would willingly take on that mess, but... Now, as tradition dictates, in shadows and mud we slog. In burden and boredom we suffer. We guard the clueless, fix the hopeless, and carry the weight because nobody bloody else will. We're the lantern running out of oil, the lighthouse no one bothers to look at, the rope that snaps when you need it most, the hands that shield, mostly from our own bad decisions. By this joke of tradition, you are bound. By this nonsense, you are trapped. There. You're a keep. You can pick up your meals from Ruark at 6 a.m. We start training at 7 a.m. You sleep in the barracks. I'm joking. I know you won't stay here, but if you're up for some work... While we've been bickering about politics and playing at diplomacy, the bandits and every other kind of turns out chaos is a great breeding ground for parasites.
Whoopee! I probably can't wear this armor. Wow, look at that. I can't wear the armor. Whoopee. What is this? I don't want this. Ooh, I don't want this either. Yeah, you can have this. I don't like that. Whoopee! Look, more shit to do. Woohoo! I'm so proud. I'm so happy, everybody. I got more shit to do in this area. Wahoo! Wahoo! Look at all that! Yay! More stuff to do next time. Whoa. I'm gonna save the good now. Yippee. Puppy.
Well, I got stuff to do, everybody. I'm getting off here. Yeah. I'll probably stream later. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows?